Hello again and welcome. I'm Emma, your host for today's session, here with the team at Potential.com. Whether you're tuning in live or catching us on replay, we really appreciate you taking the time to join us. Today's session is all about helping you transform customer interactions across every channel. Coming up, Rachel will kick things off with the latest in AI news, plus her weekend read pick. Then our co-founder Shadi Banner will walk you through how businesses are using AI to deliver faster, smarter, and more personalized customer support without the extra workload. After that, we'll roll into a few quick demo videos to show you how our tools work in action. And we'll finish with a live Q&A during our AI clinic to answer your questions. Feel free to keep the chat active. We love hearing from you throughout the session. And to everyone watching us live on YouTube and LinkedIn, make sure you're subscribed and following our channels to stay updated on all things AI. Now, let's dive in.
Hi everyone. AI adoption isn't just happening, it's following a clear trajectory. This AI voice agents adoption curve from A16Z shows where we are today, and more importantly, where the biggest opportunities still lie. Innovators have already deployed AI in SMB appointment booking, call centers, outbound sales, and restaurant orders. These use cases are proving the value of AI right now. Early adopters are moving into high-volume recruiting, training, logistics, healthcare, and debt collection. These industries are embracing AI to scale faster and cut costs. But look at the early and late majority. We are still in the early days of high-skill interviews, front-office healthcare, and beyond. That means massive opportunities remain open. The key takeaway: the first movers in new AI applications will dominate their industries. If you're waiting for AI to be proven, you're already behind. The winners will be those who adopt, experiment, and scale AI now. The question is, where will you position yourself on this curve? Let's talk code. Gemini 2.5 is here, and it's seriously stepping up. Google's latest model can now handle complex coding tasks, understand longer prompts, and even follow multi-step instructions like a pro. It's quickly becoming a real game changer for developers. Up next, something big for anyone who works with visuals. OpenAI just leveled up image generation inside ChatGPT. You describe what you want, and it creates high-quality visuals in seconds. The results look amazing, clean, sharp, and ready to use. It's like having a designer on standby, 24/7. Let's switch gears to something pretty wild from Amazon. Their AGI labs just introduced Nova Act, an AI agent that can actually control a browser to get tasks done for you. It's already outperforming Claude 3.5 and even OpenAI's own agents when it comes to reliability, and it's set to power the next-gen Alexa. Plus, Amazon's releasing an SDK so developers can build their own custom browser agents. And in the world of AI video, Runway is back with Gen 4, and it's seriously impressive. The new model creates smooth, high-quality videos up to 10 seconds long, with way better consistency in characters, objects, and scenes. It also follows prompts more accurately, giving you more control over the final result. Safe to say, AI video just got a major upgrade. And here's a fun trend that's been taking over social media: Ghibli-style photos. People are using AI to turn everyday pics into dreamy, hand-drawn scenes, straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. Soft lighting, warm colors, and that magical, nostalgic vibe. It's the perfect blend of tech and art, and honestly, the results are stunning. Before I wrap up, I've got a powerful read to recommend this week. It's The Coming Wave by Mustafa Suleyman, co-founder of DeepMind. The book looks at how AI and other breakthrough technologies are set to transform our world, with huge promise in areas like healthcare, education, and climate. But it also sounds the alarm on the risks if we don't act fast enough to manage them. What makes it stand out is the balance. It's hopeful about what's possible, but clear-eyed about the challenges ahead. A must-read for anyone curious about where we're headed. That's it from me today. See you next week with more AI updates and insights.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Well, today we're going to talk about AI agents across the user experience of your business. And we'll start off with a question. What is the only constant that we can be sure of? For those of you that have attended our sessions before, you might know the answer, but it's always good to remind ourselves. What's the one thing that we can actually be sure is going to happen? I'm sure you know it by now, and that is change. Change is the one thing we can guarantee is going to happen, and it's actually happening faster and faster, especially when it comes to the field of AI. Now, we were all blown away by how fast social media took over the world, and it started off with Facebook, but then TikTok was the really amazing company that sort of grew so fast, reaching 100 million users in 9 months. But then ChatGPT from OpenAI came out, and within the first 2 months, it was able to have 100 million users. So the pace of change is happening much faster, especially in this field of AI. And we moved over the past 2 years from AI that is really great in languages and text, to being great in images, to being great in music, to being great in video production, more recently, great in research, sciences, and being amazing in reasoning. And today, what's happening is that we're getting all of these models under one umbrella, which is the AI agents that we'll talk about in a bit. So what does this mean for your business? Imagine that you have the access to a group of talented individuals, talented MBA graduates that have graduated from some of the top universities in the world. Imagine that they're available to you to make use of in your business. Imagine that these MBA graduates are also amazing and have PhDs in science and have PhDs in philosophy and ethics and history. Imagine that you have access to all that talent. What would you do with it in your business? I want you to think about having this 100+ team members of sales and customer service members in your team available to support you. What would you do with them? This isn't just an imagination. This is actually available today. 2025 is the year of AI agents, and the AI agents bring together that set of talent and make it available to you. Now let's look at a typical business. You usually have three main touch points. There's the physical touch point, which could be a branch of a bank. It could be a retail store that you have. It could be a hotel lobby. Various touch points for the physical presence. You also have the website, social media, the online presence, and you have the telephone system where people can call in. Now imagine you introduce intelligence across these different touch points. In the physical presence, you have robots, embodied robots that have AI inside them, that can do different things like guide users across the different physical location. There are many restaurants now that use these embodied AI to provide, to take orders, to bring food. Japan is really quite advanced in that, that kind of service. And you're going to see more and more of this, where these touch points have these intelligent, whether humanoid robots or general purpose robots, that guide the users across the physical presence. Then when you look at the online presence, you've got chatbots, voice bots that also engage and interact with users based on where they are, whether they're browsing on social media and they want to talk to an AI bot or chat with it on WhatsApp, whatever is the mechanism that they would be comfortable in doing so. And then you have the telephone system. In the old days, that was the predominant and only way for users to get in touch with companies. But companies found this very expensive, operating, call centers. So they started to move people towards these IVR systems because they were cheaper systems that, you press one for this service or two for that service. And these IVR systems are not that user friendly. People don't like dealing with them. So there was a big problem in expanding the call center operations, the places where people can call the telephone line to get answers. And that's why you see a lot of companies these days don't use these call centers because it was prohibitive. But now with AI agents, we can bring back this really important channel where people would like to interact with companies through a telephone line. You can have these AI agents answering the calls, intelligently answer the questions of the customer, or help in clarifying product overviews, help in your sales process. So infusing AI agents across these different touch points can really take your services to the next level and improve the customer experience overall. So let's take an example of a buying process and look at it at that level. So a typical buying process involves, a discovery phase, people looking for the product, then finding the product, hopefully buying it in an efficient way if they like it and they get all the questions answered, getting that product delivered to them quite efficiently, and then once they get that product, to experience a great experience in using it. So now, let's take each stage. If you look at the initial stage, the discovery phase, people are going to be searching for the product or browsing on social media and getting an advertisement for it, or seeing an influencer talk about it. And then they would want to engage, maybe to ask some extra questions. Maybe they want to call. And this is where you start to, ideally provide the users with whatever mechanism they would like to interact with, whether it's a text bot or voice bot, depending on the situation and depending on their preference. They could interact with any of these. And ideally, you want these both interaction points to be tied to an agentic workflow that provides a similar experience, whatever touch point that they interact with. And actually, they could continue with that journey. So if someone is texting, inquiring about something, and then they call the voice agent, the voice agent will pick up from where the texting happened. This is really important, for example, in airline bookings. If you're booking a ticket, you're asking a few questions on text, then you call, you want the voice agent to continue from where you left at the from the texting part. You don't want the users to repeat everything that they did before. So these are important to tie the different channels into an agentic workflow. We already have a lot of these templates ready to go when it comes to sales, services that can be customized for different customers' journeys. And then you would provide the seamless experience for your users. So let's look at the purchasing cycle again. In the case of so let's take an example of a product. You search for it on Google or on Amazon, you find it. So this product is a mug or a cup. With Amazon, they've perfected the buying process with this one-click buying process that allows people to quickly buy without having to put their credit card information again. And then with Prime, they could get maybe same day or next day delivery for free which also improves the delivery experience. And finally, they get that mug and they use it, and it is as advertised because Amazon does a job of validating that their products are really the right products that have been advertised. So this is quite straightforward when it comes to physical products that can be taken and mapped across such a journey. What we need to do if we have solution selling, solutions that we're selling or services, that we need to think of them as if they were products. What can we take from our offerings and productize that could then be offered to our users? That's a very important process. So if you have, for example, a complicated solution, and people can't buy it immediately, can you break it up into smaller chunks where people can experience and buy? You might offer them a membership service that they could buy where they get a taste, or a feel or some aspect of that solution. You might do like what SaaS companies do, software as a service companies, where they offer you the software, you subscribe to it, and you use it. If you like it, you use the free version. If you like it, you subscribe to the premium version, and you continue using the product as is. So again, these examples take a complicated software or solutions product or offering and productize it into something that can be quickly sold, and tried out by the users. And this is where AI agents become really useful, because they could be there through this whole journey, answering questions and helping conclude the sale. Customers, when they're browsing for a product, they need some convincing. They have sometimes some reservations or questions, and they want reinforcement, reassurance about the decisions that they're making. And this is where AI agents could be really good in comforting them by answering the questions, understanding their needs, and explaining to them the benefits of the product that they're offering. So you could do this, like we said, through interactive chatbots that can be embedded at different parts of that cycle. They could pop up at the social media level, through when, if you have an ad that you're providing, or available on different parts of your website on the main home page, or on the products page where they are experts in the specific products or solutions that you're offering on your website. Now, the other form is, of course, what we were discussing before, this voice-based agents, where same thing, they're well aware of your products or services. Of course, they could also act as customer service, support. And if you'd want to try some of these live, you could go to ai.potential.com/Rachel. You can see here. And Rachel is our AI agent that could walk you through the process of setting up a demo AI bot for your business. And you could see this whole experience firsthand, the experience we're talking about, where, we'll go back to it over here, where you have the AI agent walk you through the whole process of experiencing the product, answering your questions, guiding you through it. If you're happy with it, sending you the invoice or the link to pay the bill, and be able to then use the actual product at its extended version. So in the beginning, you would use it at, in a light version. Then if you purchase it, you get the full package, and you'll be happy with the experience because you've already tried the product. But the important thing is the AI agent from the discovery stage all through that process is involved in guiding you through that journey. So if you like to give it a try, go to ai.potential.com/Rachel and give it a try. And this is, again, not something that's way out in the future. It's actually happening today. I'm going to show you a few examples of companies using this. So here's a dating coach, AI dating coach company that provides different kinds of coaching services through text and voice to its customers. People can, ask questions 24/7, and they get a certain amount of questions for free. After that, they will need to subscribe to a premium version. They could also personalize their own bots for their specific use cases, to give them more personalized information. So all of these are like optional items that can be used through this AI-powered platform. Then you have this other example where a company that has skincare products interacts with the users, that helps them upload photos of them and answers questions, and then be able to interact with them and give them advice about what would be the best products to use for their kind of skin and the kind of issues that they're facing. Here's another example of a company in the UK using the bots across their website for general information about the services and products, but also using the bot as a career guide for their customers that do the psychometric assessments, helping them take their psychometric assessment results and guiding them in terms of what would be the best career path for them using the service. So again, taking that service to the next level. And here's a personalized tutor for all ages, available also in voice form and text form to help people learn anything. Another example of the AI touch points you can see on the website. So from the main interactions, as people come to the website, they can start talking to the bot that guides them through using the service, experiencing it, but also subscribing to the full service. And here's another example of a company that does toolkits for their target audiences. Here's a AI sales toolkit that covers the different sales process. People can try some of these kits, and then they have to subscribe to basically get access to various AI tools across the different sales process. So these are different examples, and according to BCG, companies that do play around, experiment with AI in their different life cycle produce amazing results. And this is something that I'd encourage you to do. Like we talked at the beginning, AI is moving really fast. The best way to stay, engaged and to make use of it is to experiment. Use it in your customer journey. Reimagine your customer journey and see if you can find ways in which you can optimize it, given how easy it is now to engage AI tools across that journey. So I, encourage you to experiment. Try some of the products. If you go to ai.potential.com/Rachel, she could also guide you. And I hope to hear about the great results and returns that you're having, and look forward to seeing you next week. All the best.
Thank you, Shadi, for sharing those insights with us. Now, let's jump into some quick demonstrations where we'll show you some of our AI tools in action, including agents, coaches, chatbots, workflows, and more. As always, keep your questions coming in the chat. The team will be answering them as we go along. I'll hand it over now to our product and stakeholder teams.
Your customers are calling. Is your brand ready to answer instantly, naturally, and at scale? With AI voice agents, you can deliver real-time, human-like conversations 24/7. Never miss a sale, cut operational costs, and stay available 24/7. Let's see how easy it is to create your own voice agent. For this demo, we'll create a voice agent for EL&N, a cafe brand known for its vibrant style and global presence. We start by giving our agent a name, EL&N Voice Assistant. Then, we write a short description that sets the tone for the voice agent. In this case, it lets them know it can help with locations, menus, and bookings. Next, we choose an avatar that reflects the brand's look and feel. Then we enter the website URL so the AI agent can learn from the content. Now, click Create Your Agent and it will be ready in seconds. Once your voice agent is created, you get 10 minutes of free usage to test it out. You can connect it with your website, phone system, call center, CRM, appointment booking tool, help desk platform, and more. Now, let's test it out.
Hi there. Hope you are having a great day. I'm EL&N Voice Assistant.
Whether you're in hospitality, retail, education, or any other sector, your AI voice agent is always ready to engage, support, and respond. Give your brand a voice that never sleeps. Set up your AI voice agent today.
In today's fast-paced world, customer expectations are higher than ever. Businesses need instant, accurate, and scalable customer support solutions to meet these demands. With Potential.com's AI chatbot, you can quickly and easily create a fully trained, 24/7 AI assistant that interacts with customers just like a live agent, helping businesses reduce costs, improve response times, and ensure high-quality service. To start, you customize the chatbot's appearance. You'll give your bot a name, greeting message, and avatar to align with your brand identity. You can also select a color scheme to match your brand's aesthetics. Once you've customized your chatbot appearance, click Next Step. Here, you train the chatbot on your business knowledge. There are multiple ways to do this. Website training: simply enter your website URL, select the various pages, and the chatbot will scan these pages to learn from your content. FAQs: manually enter common questions and responses for quick, accurate replies. File uploads: upload files like company policies or guides, and the chatbot will extract and use that information. To make your chatbot even more powerful, you can make use of these add-ons: icebreaker questions, engage customers with automated opening questions. AI instructions, to force certain behaviors and responses. You can also turn on some features like lead generation, document uploads, and voice accessibility. Now click Save and create your AI bot. Here you go. Your AI chatbot is live. Now, it's time to deploy it on your website or other platforms. You have multiple integration options: website pop-up widget, display the chatbot as a floating pop-up on your website. Embedded section, insert the chatbot inside any web page. WordPress plugin, easily integrate with WordPress sites through this plugin. Simply copy and paste the integration code where needed following the detailed instructions. You can also integrate your AI chatbot with your WhatsApp business number, allowing your AI chatbot to handle customer inquiries directly within WhatsApp. Simply click Connect WhatsApp and send a request to our team. Now let's see our chatbot in action. Customers can now interact with your chatbot 24/7 and get instant responses. You track the chat history and easily retrain your AI chatbot anytime from your dashboard. Ready to assist your customers 24/7? Set up your custom AI chatbot today.
Do you want a 24/7 AI agent to instantly respond to every WhatsApp message your business receives? With an AI chatbot, you can easily automate responses, engage customers faster, and never miss a message again. Set up and train your AI chatbot, then integrate it with WhatsApp in just a few clicks. Your AI WhatsApp assistant is now always available to instantly respond to customers anytime, anywhere. Ready to elevate your customer service? Set up your AI chatbot in just minutes, if you haven't already, and seamlessly integrate it with WhatsApp to take your business to the next level.
We hope you found those demonstrations helpful. If you've got any questions or use cases you'd like us to cover in future sessions, just drop them in the chat. We're always looking to make these sessions even more impactful. Before we jump into the Q&A, we have a special offer for you today. Experience our AI voice agent firsthand with a free 10-minute trial and 50% off your first month. Just use the code VOICE50. Don't miss this chance to upgrade your customer interactions. Also, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn to stay updated with all things AI. Thanks again for joining us today, whether you're watching live or tuning in through Zoom. Now, for everyone on Zoom, It's time to open the floor for your questions.